for the Trade-In Disposal Centre, south of the city gates. The best deals on 4 wheels. Hot FM News.
Morning with the latest Southern Cross news. I'm Susan Graham. The latest Australian soldier to die in Afghanistan has been named as father of one, Jared McKinney. Lance Corporal McKinney died in a firefight while on patrol. His family says he leaves behind wife Becky, a 3-year-old daughter Annabelle and an unborn child. Lance Corporal McKinney is the 21st Australian soldier to die in Afghanistan. Tony Abbott's refusal to submit his policies to Treasury is sparking claims he's trying to force voters back to the polls. The three Kingmaker independents are asking party leaders to release policy costings. The opposition leader has agreed to give the trio access to the accounting firm which costed the coalition's plans. Speaking on Late Line, independent Bob Catter questioned Tony Abbott's motives for keeping the information away from Treasury.
What's Tony got to hide here? Now, if he thinks that we're gullible enough to be listening to Henry and taking his word as the last word, well, I mean, this is the bloke that butchered the mining tax. I wouldn't be very impressed with his abilities at all.
The final appeal against Barley 9 drug mule Scott Rush's death sentence will resume today. They're fighting to have the death sentence reduced to 15 years jail. We're being told there's just enough time to get a flu jab before the virus hits peak in Australia. Infections are on the rise now, with a peak predicted in early to mid-September. Dr. Alan Hampson from the Influenza Specialist Group is urging us to observe good hygiene, washing our hands after touching things like handrails, door handles and shopping trolleys.
And if you do contract the flu, please stay home until you're feeling better so that you don't go out and spread it. And that you don't make your infection even worse, because it is a serious infection that can be life-threatening in some people.
Overseas, a plane has crashed after having trouble landing in Congo's west, killing at least 19 people. Officials say 2 people have survived. The plane crashed after being unable to land at an airport and apparently running out of fuel. And the Travoltas have announced they're having a boy. Friends say it'll help the family move on after the death of their first son, Jet, 18 months ago. Kelly Preston is due to give birth in November. Sport next.
Rivers men's and women's jeans reduced to $18. 24th to 27th of August only. Limited stock and sizes.
Aussie swimmer Ryan Napoleon will miss the Commonwealth Games because he's being forced to serve a 3-month doping ban. That's despite FINA accepting the failed test was not his fault. It seems his asthma medication hadn't been labelled properly. Samantha Stosur has made it through to the quarterfinals of the New Haven tournament in the lead up to next week's US Open. And don't forget, it's 38 days until the start of the Commonwealth Games as we count down to Delhi. That's the latest. I'm Susan Graham.
The Hanson Seafood, fresh and local. 71 Evans Avenue, Mackay.
Hot FM weather.
For Mackay and the Whitsundays, today cloudy with a shower or two. Outlook for tomorrow, Friday, fine after a bit of morning cloud. UV index for the Wax Pot and Tanning Studio, Mackay into Airlie Beach, 7 today, which is high. Heading for a top of 19 degrees at Andy Grove now. We're on 17.
Mackay's hit
Music
station 100.3.
Hot FM.